do this first. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna. Okay.
I'm here with meet Jeff, a guy named Jesse. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, once they come out, those.
Come on, let's go check it out.
Billy was like tripping, huh? He's here. What's she doing?
Hi.
I can't figure it out. That's interesting. Huh?
Are you here to record or take pictures or something?
One more time. I'm sorry.
Are
You
you-
asked me three different questions.
Oh. I'm not aware of you being here. What's the purpose of?
Oh yeah, I just got here.
Oh, are you waiting for somebody?
Nope. Don't need any help from you guys right now. Just recording, taking pictures, and yep, I'll be doing that for a bit. That's about it right now.
Is there any purpose you're doing that?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just curious.
working on something. Yeah, I got
Gotcha.
something I'm working on. Confidential. I can't give too much
Gotcha.
information, but
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
yeah. Awesome. Okay. Hotter than hot water here, buddy. So I don't see no cameras there, no cameras here, there's no camera there, no cameras here, and no cameras here. None this way either. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi. No, nice lady back there just asked me. I don't need any help right now.
Okay,
I appreciate it though.
all right. Well, not sure. We don't really authorize video. So,
What? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
well, what is? Can I ask what this is regarding?
Well, yeah, I have something that I'm working on. I don't give too much information. It's a bit confidential, personal. This is my personal policy to not provide the information. But what do you mean you don't authorize? What'd you
Let
say?
me go check with my executive officer. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't. It's the state office, so let me check.
Yeah. So it should. I don't understand it. Well, I rather it is fine. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Do 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 do. No, 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 no. She says she's gonna go check with the executives, and I'm doing my thing. Hello. Hello. What is this? Is this a sign-in sheet? Let's check the mail here. We got some mail going out. Do 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 do. If that lady didn't, then things here, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
Always reading backward. I'm good. How about you, man?
Not too bad. What can I do for you?
I don't need help. You're the third person to ask me. Yeah, I don't need anything right now.
I need to figure out what you're doing here, man.
What do you mean?
What are you doing with the camera? in
Oh, I'm
your office?
recording. Yeah, I'm recording, taking pictures, all kind of different shots, and yeah.
This part
Checking
is
stuff out.
open to the public for folks who are doing business. If you are not doing business with the board, we'll have CHP escort you out of there. They have that on speed dial, and
Wow, that's interesting. That's
Absolutely.
Just, you just come out and talk right like that to me, huh?
absolutely.
Haven't been asked to leave or nothing, and just
I'm asking you
we'll
to
have
leave
CHP
right now.
escort you out right now, and all this stuff. Why?
This is not, this is a public building for folks who are doing public business.
Mm-hmm.
That is not something, it's not a lounge for you to photograph plainly out here.
Am I lounging? I'm not lounging.
What you doing, man? Just taking
I'm
pictures?
Recording, yeah, taking
All right.
pictures. What's your name?
My name is Patrick Loop. I'm the executive officer of this board. I'm also an attorney, and I am licensed to ask you to get out of here, please, if you don't have business here.
License to do that? What license do you need to ask somebody to leave?
All right, that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, you're an attorney. Go back and take the bar.
All right, that's about it.
Take the bar again, because you don't understand our rights there, brother. So you can be gone. You're dismissed.
Can you call CHP right now?
I don't need you, and I appreciate it. This is another example of an attorney who has no clue what the they're talking about, and it's sad because he's the executive of this board. Huh. I don't understand why he would act like that.
Can I have
or
your
do
name,
that,
sir?
But no.
All right. Well, I'll hang out here and we'll wait for the cops to come and.
Have fun. Hey, maybe you can explain to me why you think our First Amendment rights don't apply in this public lobby. Can't explain that, can you? Because you're wrong. Oh, no, go ahead. I'm good. It's hot out there. Too hot for me, brother. This is another example of an attorney who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And he walks right up, as we can see, and spoke to me just like that, right? Like, we need to know what you're doing here. If not, we'll call the CHP and have you physically removed. Or I forget his exact words, but I'm not trying to put words in the dude's mouth. But yeah, you don't get to think you have all this power and authority, and you don't, right? Like, you're just a fucking normal person, bro. You're just a normal public worker, attorney or not.
Hang out
Like,
outside the building?
don't know anything. No, I already said it's hot out there. Too hot for me, man.
It's 86 degrees.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Well, anyway.
You're disrupting business here.
You're disrupting my business, Patrick. So that is Patrick, who has no clue what the f he's talking about. And he's kind of rude and disrespectful, and there's really not a need for it, but he is, and he will continue to be probably after today. So for speed dial, how many buttons exactly do you have to hit to call him? Is it just one or two, or how many do they have to hit? How long do you think it'll take them? Think they already called, or no? Yeah, we'll find out, I guess, huh? So how long have you been an attorney, Patrick?
Sir, if you don't have business here, we politely ask you to leave and stop being disruptive.
I'm not being disruptive. I'm asking you questions. That's being disruptive? Can you explain to me how exactly I'm being disruptive? By asking questions?
This gentleman's not leaving, so we'll just keep an eye out for him until CHP comes.
Okay. I won't go too far. So, can you explain how exactly you say I'm being disruptive?
I like your camera rig there. It's pretty cool.
Awesome. How am I being disruptive there, brother? Asking you questions, or where's the disruptive part at? Trying to understand you.
You've been asked to leave, sir.
And?
Can you explain your business
Okay,
here?
let me go here.
Would
Let me
you
go
have-
here.
Do you have a public record?
I want you to leave, and I'm licensed to ask you to leave, so leave. How about you? I'm licensed to ask you to leave, and I want you to leave, so leave. No, not gonna happen? Yeah, same thing with me. Interesting how that works, huh? It's called free will. It's one of those things. But I'm just curious how long you've been a lawyer. How long you been an attorney?
You're going to have an eventful afternoon, sir.
I am? I think you guys might have an eventful afternoon. I think hopefully we'll teach you something today, right? You'll learn something. I'm just curious of why you think our First Amendment rights don't apply in this
What
public
would you
lobby.
like to teach me, sir?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. That's why I'm trying to ask you these questions to ascertain how long you've been a lawyer and why you don't know that we have First Amendment rights. Just the fact you don't like my camera doesn't mean you get to ask people to leave a public lobby. Why would you think that that's the case? Can you answer that question?
My goodness, sir. I think you need to hit your Constitution.
I need to hit my Constitution?
Take a read for it again. See
Oh.
what the First Amendment actually says.
What's it say? Can you tell me? There are 5 freedoms that the First Amendment guarantees. I know all 5 of them. Can you tell me what they are?
Oh, goodness, sir.
No.
They
Cool.
do not allow you to stay within a building obstructing staff, filming staff.
Who have I obstructed?
Sir, you've been filming my staff without their permission.
Well,
Our board
let's
meetings
stick-
are open to the public.
let's stick
The
to
internal
one
working
thing.
of this office is not open to the public.
Let's stick to one topic real quick. You said I'm obstructing staff. You made that accusation. How have I obstructed staff? I have not stopped you guys from working. I haven't gotten your way. I haven't blocked you from using a door. So how have I obstructed staff? Can you explain that? See, this is the real world where we have a camera and you don't get to just make accusations and not have anything that actually backs up that accusation. This doesn't work like that. So when the CHP get here and you tell them he's obstructed staff, they're going to say, who did he block? How did he block him? What happened? You're not going to be able to say that, are you? You want to try again? Do you want to read the Constitution again?
When we ask you to leave a public building, when there's no public board meeting going on, you have to leave.
Is that what you think?
If you refuse to leave, it's trespassing.
That's what you think?
I've been working in this job for a long time. You're not the first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Penal Code 602. That's the trespassing penal code. There's 27 subsections to Penal Code 602. Section O deals with public buildings and public areas while exercising constitutionally protected rights. Clearly says you can't use trespass to violate people's constitutionally protected rights. So do you want me to go further, Mr. Lawyer? I can give you many. You ever heard of ACLU versus Alvarez?
Yes, I have.
Public officials can be recorded in the course of their duties. Glick. You ever heard of that one? Cummings, Smith versus the city of Cummings. Heard of that one? What about the Musumeci case? Askins case. Or actually Atkins, but I say it Askins.
And you do realize
Anyways.
that you are more than free to escort yourself to the sidewalk.
And you're more than free to go back to work. You're dismissed. I don't need you. You're wrong. And that's what I'm trying to talk to you about. You don't get to just come out and tell somebody to leave. Why are you asking me to leave? Let's go there. No answer. Clearly a public office. This is a help window. I can get help at this window. Is that true? Because I just seen another member of the public come in and get help at the window. They got taken back to talk to somebody. So does the public come in this office? Because I don't see anywhere it says authorized personnel, not open to the public. Nothing to say, huh? This always happens to lawyers when they know they're wrong. This is funny. I love it. I love it. I have this very same video with the Office of the Inspector General, who was their chief legal counsel. Told me to leave a public office. I told him no. Basically, fuck off. Kind of like that, right? They called CHP. CHP educated him. I came back again. He said nothing. That's what you'll do as well, Patrick. You understand? Next time I come here or anybody comes here with the camera, I expect good service and a smile, not your shitting grin and low attitude. Right?
I love this guy.
I'm serious. You guys work for us. You guys need to get that through your head.
Do we
Man,
work
it's
for the
fucking
taxpayer?
Yeah.
Ah,
Do you
gotcha.
not?
Actually, we are an agency that is primarily fee-based, so it's not really tax-funded,
Is
sir.
this a state? This is not tax funded.
No, it's not, sir.
This isn't a public regional
You're
water
getting
quality
yourself
control
in
board.
a world of trouble.
Okay.
You came in with some misapprehensions about what we do here.
Is it a state of California office? Yes or no? Can I request public records here?
What public record are you requesting today?
Your guys' employee information, email addresses, a cell phone bill for the month of March. Many things. You want to take that down?
Go ahead.
Is this, you're saying this is privately owned?
Yes,
If it's
absolutely.
privately owned by who? Who owns it?
RMR.
RMR, which is who?
It's a private company.
Yes. What's that say? State of California. State of California. Interesting. What office in there is from this? Is the state of California office, Patrick? Can you tell me? Would it be the Water Quality Control Board? Is that the state office? So now you've effectively kicked somebody out of a state office when they have a right to be in there? And do you know what the Tom Bain Act is? Right? Interfering with somebody's constitutional rights through means of intimidation, threat, or coercion.
Do
You
you feel
coerced
threatened
me
right
out.
now?
You threatened me with police, and you tried to intimidate me with police. Yes, you did all three. So you clearly violated my rights. And now you're following me and harassing me on the public roadway, right? That's not CHP. They're driving awfully fast too. Here, let's go see. Let's see if Patrick will take a walk with us.
Just awesome.
Come on, Patrick. Let's go. Let's have him take a walk with us, right? That was Rancho Cordova. That's not CHP. But state of California office, he's trying to say no, a private company owns it. Okay. The sign says state of California. So where's the state of California office? Here we go. These are California exempt vehicles. Maybe. Let's see. Unless these are for like the construction company that is here. There you go. CA exempt. Yeah, you got water? Well, there's a CA exempt vehicle. Interesting. Are these the water quality board's vehicles, sir? Huh?
I hate to see you out here so hot. Why don't you come around the front?
Oh yeah, I will. I'm just gathering documentation right here. Because like I said, you coerced me out of the building by lying. I've already done plenty of research on this, so.
So you found out who owns the building, huh?
No, the building doesn't matter. It's the office.
And who managed the building?
No, none of that matters. You can have a privately owned building that
When the
leases
building
to
is
state
open to the public?
agencies, and it is open to the public, right?
It's open
Were
to
you
the
guys open
public.
right now? Because we were able to walk right in. See, now you're getting nervous, aren't you? Because you coerced me out with threats and intimidation
You are
from law
not allowed to
enforcement.
harass my employees, sir.
Who did I harass? Do you have evidence of that?
Yes, I do. It's on that camera right there.
What was the harassment? You know what the penal code for harassment is in California?
Do you know the government code that specifies that you cannot interfere with government employees? In the
Yeah,
conduct of
and
their
standing
business?
there exercising your constitutionally protected rights is not interfering with government employees or business.
So am I interfering with your speech, sir?
Yeah, by kicking me out of the building. I didn't speak to anybody unless I was spoken to. So what do you have to say about time, place, manner? On top of that, time, place, manner only says that there could be laws that place restrictions on our rights in non-traditional public forums or limited public forums. What law places that restriction that would include this office?
My goodness. You
Yeah,
should
I
go
know.
get a law
I
degree,
know.
sir.
I've been studying it 15 years. I know a lot more than you think you do about this topic. Now, about other law, you probably know more. This topic, I doubt it. So again, do your job the correct way. The office there is a state of California office. Is that correct?
It is a state of California office.
Awesome. And it is open to the public, correct?
Portions of the office are open to the public for the conduct of specific enumerated functions.
And where I was, that was open to the public, right?
Again,
So what you did is lied and said, oh no, this is owned by RMR, which is the building owner and not the owners of the office. The owners of the office are the people, and it is taxpayer funded. Is that true?
no, it is not, sir.
Okay. So this is not a state of California office. Is that what you're telling me?
The two don't go hand in hand. You do realize that, right?
Well, it can and can't. I'm
How
sure
so?
you guys get grants. There is fees that water districts can charge, so on and so forth. That
So
doesn't
we're-
mean it's not a public office.
We're a water district now. What's your name, sir?
What's your name?
You already got it.
I know. Let's see how I answer that. What's your name, buddy? Are you a public employee? You work for the state? It's probably in your policy to answer that question. So once again, state office, is that correct? Open to the public. Is that correct?
Again, can I help you, sir?
Yes, I'd like to file a public records request. Make it happen.
When you're hurling expletives at government employees,
When
you
did I
get
do
yourself
that?
in a little bit of hot water.
Not really. When did I do that though? Right now outside? Because you don't have any evidence I did that to somebody else? Because it didn't happen. Interesting. So can you just admit you were wrong and take down my public records request so I can be on my way? That would be very awesome if you could do that. Want to take my public records request? Better yet, you can deny it. You could just refuse to take it. That'd be even better. It'd lead to litigation, but it'd be awesome. Oh boy. Patrick. Let's go look at the sign one more time, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, I'm just having fun. I've been in the office. I've seen pretty much everything. We'll get our public records request here in a minute, but let's go look at the sign. Let's talk to the...
answer your Public Records Act request.
All right, let's go. Go take the request. That's what I thought.
Do you have an email address?
Yeah, I don't need an email address.
Write it down. We'll take it for you.
Go ahead, write it for me.
I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry about what? Realize
I don't have a pen and paper handy.
Okay, yeah, let's go get it. Come on. Let's go get the pen and paper. So you lied, intimidated, and coerced somebody out of a state office because you felt your employees were uncomfortable, which violates Fordyce versus Seattle, which clearly says that their feelings don't trump my constitutionally protected rights, right? I can record public employees during the course of their duties while they're at work from public spaces. Very clearly said right when you walked up, that's a public area.
Which is the sidewalk right over there, sir?
No. It doesn't have to be a traditional public forum. We already talked about this. Time, place, manner. This is open business hours in a public lobby, and I'm quietly recording.
I wish you were quietly recording, sir, but as you've already said a couple
I wish
times,
you were doing your job and doing it well, but it doesn't look like it.
You don't even know what my job is, sir.
Well, somebody's job is to take my public records request. You just told me you're not going to write it, even
You
though the
asked
California even though the
you
California
asked- hold on.
even though the California Public Records Act clearly says written or verbal.
You asked for private email addresses, am I correct?
No, I did not. I asked for state-issued email addresses issued by the state. Open to the public. Owned by the public. The people own this office. And you just have coerced me out of this office. You're saying the public doesn't own this office? Which one is it?
My employees have the right to work here, free of harassment from you, sir.
Who harassed your employees? Back up
Tell me
your claim.
Tell me your name, and I'll...
You're
I'll tell
saying
you.
I did? How did I harass your employees?
By putting a camera in front of their faces.
Am I harassing you?
By blocking the front area.
Who blocked the front area?
You blocked the front area,
I'm
sir.
that big to block the whole front area?
You blocked the front area, absolutely.
When? How?
You also swore at government employees.
When?
Who are asking you, what can we do to possibly help you? You swore at me, you swore at him, you used
I agree with
several
that.
expletives.
Yep, I agree with that. I have a First Amendment right. Cullen versus California. Look it up.
So hold on. Are you're expressing your First Amendment rights, and you say that you're not subject to time, place, and manner restrictions that would have you go right onto the
office
sidewalk out
closed?
front. It is now, due to somebody coming around and harassing employees.
You guys closed the... let's see. Did he close the... Did they lock the office? That's typically why I don't leave. I wanted to amuse this idiot, but I typically don't leave offices. But let's see. Did they lock it? I hope they did. Oh, they didn't lock it. I wish they would, though. Right? Well, you're going to close the office?
You're having fun, aren't you?
Well, it's the dumb stuff you're saying. Right? Just do your job right. It's much easier. This is a state agency that's open to the public. I can come here and request public records at any time during business hours. While I do that, I can record. I can come in and just record if I want to during open business hours.
As long as you're not harassing my staff.
Nobody
And when you
harassed
start
staff.
swearing, when you start
I
telling
swore at
people
you
to suck
out
it,
here, and I have it on camera. I didn't swear at anybody who came out. 2 ladies came out and asked me, do I need help? I said no. When I need help, I'll let you know, but I don't need anything right this second. I will in a little bit. They said, okay. Then they came and got you.
You are having a fun time, aren't you?
Right? You're a liar, and we're getting it on camera, and we're proving you a liar right now.
What's your
Right?
YouTube stream? Can I
You'll
can I
see
check it out?
I can promise you you'll
Yeah,
see it.
please. Let me
I
write
can
it down.
promise you.
Can you send me an email with it?
Yeah, I got you. Is this your email address? I got it.
Yeah.
Is this yours? Do you have a card? Or is this your card?
My cards are inside, sir.
Well, if you want to get a card, I'll gladly send it to you. And you'll see that I have well over 200 and, I don't know, 30 videos of this same exact thing.
Goodness.
With the same exact
What
idiot
is your
public
job,
employees, idiot public employees that talk shit. And I can look up your salary. I bet you I make more than you. So jobs, I'm a journalist, but it doesn't matter what my job is. So, a journalist. So how's it going, man?
So if you're a journalist, who do you work for?
It's confidential.
Because that's how press passes work, right?
Well, who issues press passes?
I'm asking you, if you're a journalist,
I can
you have to
I can tell
identify
you.
who you're working for.
No, you don't. Who issues press passes? The business. The individual business, if they want to give their, unless you're going on to a crime scene, then you could be issued one by a law enforcement agency.
So you're a journalist.
I can issue myself.
You're a journalist, but you're not telling me
I don't have
where
to tell
publish.
you anything.
You don't tell me
nothing.
what you work for.
I don't have to tell
You're
you
harassing
anything.
my employees.
That's what you say, but you have no proof of it and you have no standing. Harassing, recording people is not harassing there, bucko. Doesn't work like that, babe. You got to learn something. And you're a lawyer. That's what the sad thing is.
It's very sad.
It is. You're the attorney who heads up this board, and you have no clue about our rights, what the laws are, the First Amendment, the Constitution.
You're not allowed to harass my employees in my office.
Totally agree. I'm not allowed to harass anybody. Neither are you.
As soon as you start harassing them, and you're not answering what you're doing here, I can ask you to leave, and you have to leave.
No, I can tell you get. Yeah. Tell me what the harassment is. Because harassment's a crime now. Remember that. So when you tell police, you have to have an actual crime. What you've said so far is, oh, you're sticking a camera in their face. They're behind fucking glass, dude. How am I sticking a camera in their face? I can't even touch these people. Do you use that brain of yours? What it is, and I'm going to be really honest about what it is, ladies and gentlemen, is this individual just wants me to leave. The ladies are uncomfortable. He's trying to come out playing Captain Save-A-Ho and thinks he gets to tell me to leave however, because he's an attorney. When I didn't, he tried to coerce me, intimidate me, and threaten me with police to get out of the office, which is a violation of the Tom Bain Act. Very, very clearly a clear violation of it. We are allowed to record. Now he's saying, you're harassing the employees by recording them. That doesn't constitute harassment. The laws are clear. The courts have ruled on this. The courts have ruled on this many, many times. And where the fuck are the CHP? They're taking their time here.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're not a serious threat.
I mean, neither are you, really. So, well, of course I'm not a threat. I was never a threat. I didn't do anything wrong.
No, you're just a
If I wanted
jerk
to be a
who's
threat,
harassing my employees.
I'm a jerk. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I don't recall calling you any names. Now you're calling me out of my name? What name
Wow,
did I?
sir.
What name did I? What, that's not a name. That says f him. I don't care. That's not calling him. And I didn't call him out of his name. I called him Patrick the whole time.
You
I
just
could
called-
call you a little clown, but I don't, because I have respect, right? I'm not calling people jerks and clowns and all this shit, right? That's being respectful. You have just opened the door and disrespected me at this point. I gotta get a good picture of you for the thumbnail there, buddy. Here, just look straight at the camera, all right? Good job. All right. So, how much longer are you going to make me wait before you guys take down my public records request? Because at this point, it's basically a denial. I've asked several times. I'd like to file a public records request.
Sir,
What?
you are way out of your element, aren't you?
I'm out of my element by asking to file a public records request? How is that out of my element?
Now that you're done harassing my staff, what is your Public Records Act request, sir?
I have never harassed anybody. You don't get to just say I harass
It's
staff.
not about the Public Records Act request.
It absolutely is, and I am going to file it. But you don't get to just say I harassed staff because I had a camera. Look up the penal code for harassment. Recording is not it. But you know what might fit it? Maybe, possibly, is following me around for 38 minutes and not leaving me alone. That might fit the penal code for harassment. By the way, you should check my first lawsuit with the state of California. It's called Moore versus Robinson. Look it up.
So are you Mr. Moore? Or are you Mr. Robinson?
I'm one of them.
Mr. Moore, how are you, Mr. Moore?
Oh, I never said I filed it.
Well, if it's Moore versus Robinson, that means you filed it.
Do you think I care if you guys know my name? When this video comes out,
What's your name, sir?
The police, when they get here, they're gonna know my name right away. They know who I am. I'm all over the internet. My name's out there. All my information is out there. It doesn't matter to me. I
you
just
win that
don't. I
lawsuit
just
by
don't
any
tell
chance?
you. Yes, I did. I just don't tell you because I don't have to. It's none of your business. I did win that lawsuit for a decent amount of money. as a
Is that
matter of
what you
fact.
got your earrings from?
No, I've had these before, way before that. I actually make money. I work, right? Part of what I do is expose corrupt public officials like yourself, which I feel
Just talk to me,
is
man.
my opinion.
Honestly, I really want you to
Honestly,
learn
what?
more and get the records that you want, but you have no idea what records you want. You said
I
you
have
wanted
no idea
personnel
what-
files.
I'm going
Personnel
to
files,
request things out of personnel files. Personnel files under the California Public Records Act are typically confidential, but personnel files do have public records in them sometimes, such as probably your oath of office if you took one. That would be something I would request. That's in your personnel file, right? And that is a public
No,
record,
it's,
right?
I take it in public. It's sworn.
I know, but there's a record that you sign when you take your oath to the
It's
Constitution.
actually on YouTube. You know?
Right, and I can get the paper copy of it just by requesting it right here.
So is that the document you'd like
That's
to
one of
request?
them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to request that. I'm going to request everything public out of your personnel file. I'm going to request everything public out of his personnel file. I'm going to request everything public out of their personnel files. I'm going to get all your guys' email addresses. If there is a state-issued cell phone, I'm going to get the bill for the month of March 2025, probably April 2025 as well. I'm going to get some registrations. I'm going to ask for your last 2 pay stubs for this office. I'm going to ask for his last 2 pay stubs for this office. Yeah, you think I don't know what I want? Oh, I know what I want, and I'm going to get it. But
So
you're
so
failing
you
to
don't-
take my
you don't
records
have email.
request.
You don't have an email.
You're failing to take my records request. I can request these anonymously and come back and pick them
By
up
all
in 10
means,
days.
request it from a
Then
anonymous
take
email.
the fucking records request. I'm here to do it in person. It's written or
Sir,
verbal.
when you
Very simple.
are harassing employees, when you're using expletives, I'm sorry.
Nobody harassed any employees.
Oh, so you're not
and
using
I can
expletives.
use expletives all I want. That's not harassing somebody. Cohen versus California explicitly covers the word
In
You understand
specific
that?
First Amendment context, sir. Not when you're asking for public records. Not when,
This guy is hilarious. You're trying anything you can to be right. This one right here, I was blocking. Oh, now they've locked the door. Look at, they got smart. Okay, that's good. So he's saying I was blocking that door by standing in front of it taking pictures. Who did I stop from coming out of that door, Patrick? Who did I stop from coming out of the door? Say it.
do you have
You
an
can
email
do it.
address?
You can say sorry. For 17 years, I can
So that's your
estimate
business,
7 or 8
Mr.
feet.
Moore. Okay. You have a construction license? GC? Electrician? Plumbing? You clean toilet bowls for a living?
Iron.
Iron workers. Okay. So you union? Bidding out some state contracts recently, Mr. Moore? What's your license number?
Now we're asking questions that don't matter. I can start asking questions that are none of my business.
Moore.
Who in your
worker.
relationship uses the strap on, you or your wife?
Wow, this guy.
Do you put your left shoe on first or your right shoe?
You really are curious about this, aren't you?
I'm just saying. You're asking questions that are none of your business.
How about, is it you or
worried
your
about
wife?
my
I mean,
job?
that wouldn't have occurred to me, but, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
And likewise, who would marry a beta male like yourself? You know what I mean? But your wife's probably the masculine one, right? Are you married?
You are having
No.
a fun time. Absolutely.
Yeah, so she's probably the masculine one. You probably, do it. So it's opposite. I get it. It happens. It happens. See, you want to talk to me, I can talk shit back. Or you can just take my records request. I typically don't disrespect people. Well, when you start disrespecting me, calling me a jerk, following me around the whole building for a half an hour, lying about a fucking open public office, lying about harassing employees, talking about you asked me to leave because of expletives when expletives weren't said until 20-30 minutes into our interaction, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. And I'm going to get disrespectful. So don't disrespect me, and I won't disrespect you, because I can promise you I can go further than you can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you work for us. You're on duty. So if I was you, I'd kind of shut the fuck up if you want to keep your job. Right? Are you elected?
You didn't even do that research, did you?
Are you elected? Are you elected? There's a reason I bring it up, right? Are you elected?
You're a little scared, aren't you?
Scared of what? What am I afraid about? What do I have to be afraid about?
You've gone real far out on this branch, haven't you?
You're a fucking idiot, dude. What am I afraid about? You think the cops think this is a high priority? Where are they at?
I can see your eyes darting around under your glasses. You're waiting for the...
I hope they do come. Do you know how many videos I have of the same thing, of police coming? Come over here! I don't give a fuck about the police. I know what I'm doing is right. Look him up. There he is. So always respectful to the employees until, or to everybody until disrespected. Always. And so the question is, are you going to take the public records request?
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going, man? How you doing?
I got called out here for something here.
Huh?
I got called out here for some disturbance or something.
Baby girl called you.
Okay, all right. So who's the employees here?
I am.
You are? Okay. Hey, what's your title or position?
I'm the executive officer here.
Okay. And then you, sir? Officer. Okay, so you guys work together. And then you came here to get some information of some sort?
Yep, trying to get some public records and do my story. Yep.
Okay. So...
State
you-
office.
Huh?
It's
I don't know.
state
I don't know
office.
the processes here, so I'm trying to find out. All right. So just
Oh, I don't need help with the process.
no, I don't know either. But I want to try to make sure that we're getting the end of the day here for everybody as well, right? It's going to be 5 o'clock pretty soon. So you're trying to file some paperwork for a PRA.
Yeah, well, they know it. He knows it. He just won't do it.
Okay.
He's got some stuff. Let him whine about his stuff, and then you can tell him there's nothing you can do, and then hopefully he'll take the records request, and we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Right? No big deal.
Sure.
He has a problem with my camera,
All right.
so we can just make it real simple. He has a problem with my camera.
Okay. So what's the problem? What's the resolution? How
Oh,
about that?
I'm trying to just get him to file a Public Records Act request and stop harassing my employees, dropping F-bombs.
There he goes, lying.
Calling everybody names.
Everybody knows.
He was loitering
I called him
around.
names.
What's the process for filing a PRA here?
He can file it via email. The front desk is closing up right now. He was offered to put it in writing. He refused to do it and refused to leave at that point. So
But they made some good for. So the process is either to do by email
email or written
Or
written, either
verbal.
one.
Is it verbal too, or you only said the verbal?
Law says verbal.
Yeah, well, he was refusing to do so at first.
Okay.
You've never pulled out a
Is
pen and paper to write it
is-
down.
If there's a form
This
that's
guy's a
available.
liar, man.
I know. But
Can I get you a pen and
we'll
paper?
get through that, all right?
No, you can get a pen and paper and write the request down, and everything will be fine. I've been asking you that for 53 minutes.
Is there, so if he gives you some sort of paper for you to fill out, will that,
I need them to write it down for me.
they have to write it down for you and then you just sign
Written or
it?
Verbal. I don't need to sign it. They write it down. They give me a copy, and
Yeah.
it's put in, and I'm good.
Can I get you a pen and paper now?
Well, go ahead. Get the pen and paper. Write it for me, and I'll
get
put
it
it
to
in,
you.
and you guys will do it. You really needed police here to take the public records request? that I've
Well,
been
the thing
asking
is
for
that
an
it's
hour?
just, it's a state property. So anytime there may be a dispute, they're going to call us, right?
But
So
that's the thing. There was never a dispute.
well, I know, but if they think there might be one, they're going to call us. I mean, that's kind of given.
No.
I have to worry about
Well,
the
we're-
safety of my employees,
No.
man.
Okay,
When you're
well, it doesn't really
swearing at
matter.
them.
It's just if they think.
When the employees come out and say, "Can we help you?" and I say, "No, I'm good. I'm gonna take some pictures, and when I need some, I'll let you guys
Yeah.
know." And then he comes out and says, "Leave. We have CHP on." Didn't ask me what I needed. Nothing like that. That's not something you call CHP for. That's some
You
bullshit.
got a clipboard or something, or I can get mine.
You can't take it.
No,
You
no,
don't
I'm
work for
free
this
to
office.
write on.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought you were gonna try
No,
to write
no,
it down.
no. Let me get my clipboard so you
What's
guys
up,
can
man?
write
How
on.
you
Good, how you doing?
Good. What's your name, badge number?
I'm Sergeant Ashby,
I'll get you
16213.
Ashby.
Ashby,
Ashby.
A-S-H-B-Y.
I think you're familiar
I've
to
seen
me.
you around. I've
Yeah,
seen you a
yeah.
few
I think
times.
you're familiar to me. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never met him yet though.
I've seen you around.
He's a fun guy, man.
So can we explain to these idiots
the
that
fun
this is
guy.
a state office and we can record here?
All right, so I don't know what do you guys need, and then what do you want here?
I think we're just collecting his information.
Information? Okay.
You're not getting none of my information. You're taking the public records request, and I'll be back to pick it up. It's that simple.
Here's the pen and paper, man.
Go ahead.
I don't know the process. If you want to write it down so that there's a requester.
I'm going to give it verbally.
Okay.
Yep, like the law says I can do.
Okay.
Written or verbal. Well, let me get a better shot of you guys. Yeah, written or verbal. So I'm going to give it verbally. They have the onus is on them to write it down and get it where it's going.
Okay.
That's what the law says.
Well, they wouldn't have anybody prepared for, and what the. I think it's got to be specific. I'm not really sure.
It
to be
is.
honest.
That's why I do it verbally. They write down what I say. They give me a copy of it, and
I want to make
There you
sure
go.
we get it right, man. So
right,
just
which
write it
is
down,
why I
please.
verbalize it. You guys write it down. You don't understand. I'm not going to back down. You are going to do one thing right today with your job. That's it. Now the cops are here. F off. Do your job. You were worried about me cussing earlier, right?
Well,
When I had been really respectful until you called me a jerk.
Listen,
And
hey,
now you get
let's
none
just-
of that.
Let's just
So
not worry about
do
that stuff.
your
That's
job.
all- that's not.
I appreciate you trying to mediate, but
No, I
it's
know.
not
But look,
your job.
look, we all got jobs.
Do
to
your
do,
job,
and we don't
sir.
wanna make it
Write it down.
complicated.
I'll take the records
If there's
request
something
and I'll
you
be
guys
gone.
can do, I'm not
Simple.
really sure the process here, to be quite honest.
I'm just trying to get him
this,
out of here.
This
Sure,
guy
exactly.
is full of
You know,
shit,
how
right?
much whatever the
he's
process
acting,
is.
trying to act like he
Are you
hasn't
gonna
been
come
an
back?
asshole the
Are you gonna come back
entire
and like
time.
pick it up or something?
Yeah,
Like,
they have 10 days to
10
give the
working
initial
days, probably
response.
10
Yeah,
business days.
Yep.
Yeah. So it'd probably be starts tomorrow or whatever the date starts. You know,
Yep.
I
10
don't know.
business days from today.
It
I
probably
usually come
starts
back in
tomorrow.
like
It usually
11.
says in there, but yeah, give
I'll
it a-
usually come back in 11 or
Yeah,
12.
there you
That
go.
way they have
Okay.
the response
So
for
does
me.
it have to? It has to be specific on like a specific item. So what?
Yep.
what is-
Are you ready?
I'm so all set.
All right. Now we're going to do our job right. So I've already told you I want your name,
Here I got my name.
your full name. Write the records request down. Your opinion
I'm
doesn't
writing
matter.
it right here in writing.
There you go. Your full name, your salary,
I'm afraid not.
your full name and your salary. Write the records request down, Patrick. You have a job. You got it? Okay. Your public documents in your employee file. Your last 2 paycheck stubs.
Is that covered under salary, or you specifically want this pay stubs?
It's another part of the request. These consider these numbers itemized, bullet points. Your state issued email address.
You know, if you did this at first, it would have saved a lot of people.
I've been asking for an hour. You're full of shit because the cops are here. You're trying to act like you haven't been denying me. You didn't lie to me, tell me this wasn't a state property and I had to go, and threaten me with arrest and all this other crazy shit. File your report. They're here. I was respectful until you weren't. Remember that shit.
Can I get your first name at least?
Negative.
Was it?
Negative.
Well, I'm just trying to so I can address you more.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
Just call it
just
sir
get
is good. I'll call you sir, and we'll
Okay.
be good.
So we just get the stuff so we can get it written down, and I'm no back and forth a little bit, right?
Well, I'm gonna
All right, so we
I'm
left
gonna
out the-
speak, man. Just stop. If
we
there's
left the
not a
two-
lot,
we left
listen.
the two
I
paycheck
understand
stubs.
you're trying to mediate, but it's
I know,
not your
but
job.
we
Law
left off the
enforcement
2
is your
paycheck
job.
stubs. What's the next bullet
If
point?
there's
Email.
not a law broken, you guys should be
I'm
gone.
not saying. I'm
Right?
just trying to.
It's
we're
that
trying
simple.
To,
So
Got the email.
no more
What next,
mediation.
sir?
Thank you. You got your last 2 paycheck stubs.
Got that one?
All right. If you are issued a cell phone, state-issued cell phone, I want the bill for the cell phone for the month of March 2025.
Now, it's actually a larger contract, but does that work for you?
Well, I want yours specifically. So,
I don't have this specific one. I'm just, would the contract work?
are you issued a cell phone? I want March 2025 bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys will deal with that. How you deal with it?
I'm an attorney. I've been trying to get.
They're an attorney that doesn't know or respect our rights, unfortunately.
Next up.
I want all that same exact stuff for this gentleman right here. Him. Yeah, I want the same exact thing for him standing next to me. Since he didn't want to provide his name earlier and he followed me around for half an hour. I want the same thing for the heavyset lady that came out and spoke with me. I don't know her name. She wouldn't give it to me, or I'd call her by her name. So, and the little skinny lady who came out and spoke to me, I want the same exact thing for her.
This is why you were harassing them, sir.
What do you mean this is why I was harassing them? Continue with your lie, Patrick. Please. It's making you look great. Idiots. Let's see here.
Let's drop the expletives, sir.
No, f off. I can say whatever I want. Just quit giving me directives. Stop beating your wife. How about that? Yeah, I ain't gonna deal with your bullshit. You're used to people dealing with it, but it's not me. The moment you cross that line, there is no respect given anymore. Let's see here. What else was there? There was the cell phone. Oh, all all emails, and write this one specifically. All emails to or from employees at this specific office regarding my visit here today.
And your name, sir?
None of that matters. I would like any memorandums written by you guys or put out by you guys regarding people's First Amendment rights. I almost forgot the most important stuff. And the last thing will be any trainings by this office or the state of California that you guys have received regarding citizens' First Amendment rights and exercising them in the office. Bless you. Yeah, you got them too? Dude, I know. It's all day with me. All in my eyes. That was the last thing. That wasn't hard now, right?
Thank you very much.
And now I need a copy of that, so I have it for my documentation.
Where am I sending this?
You want to take a picture of it? Does that work?
No, I just need him to give me a copy. I need a paper copy. You're sending it wherever you send it. I don't know. It's for your office. So
I mean, what name should I
I'll be
have it
back
under?
in 10 days, after 10 days, to pick up the response. I don't need to, I can request it
It's not 10 days,
anonymously.
man.
It is 10 days.
10 days you are deserved a response.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll be back in 10 days.
Compiling these
Oh,
records
this guy doesn't
may
want to
take
listen.
longer than that, sir.
I know. I get them all the time. I'll be back in 10 days to pick up the response. In that response, you guys should have a time estimate for me of when everything will be ready. Should I choose to get it electronically at that point or pay for copies, I'll let you guys know after that 10-day
We'll
response.
have it waiting for you.
Perfect.
You all set?
I'm good. Yeah. I just need a copy. Oh, no, I ain't leaving. I'm going to wait for you guys to get off.
Yeah, go right ahead.
And you see him try to do his little hand thing to me, like, get out of here now? Oh, he's confused. No leaving. You know, this is where the CHP goes in and says, oh, he's just doing this and that and all this little bullshit narrative that they typically have, right? Rather than watching the videos and actually learning, right? And listening what's going on. You know, listening to what's going on, right? And the office is, what time is it, buddy? I don't want to look at my phone. Let me look.
It's like 3:15 when I did it over here, so probably close to 4, 3:45.
Okay. Oh, did I get your name, badge number? I don't
It's
think I have
Officer
it.
Giletti, 18764.
Gillette, thank you. I appreciate it. The reason they kicked me out is expletives and all this
Where's the
stuff,
copy,
which is
sir?
not true. Bro, that's not his. You can't even give that to me.
I'll take it.
I know it's not your
No, I know.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can have it.
I got you.
Thank you, sir.
What are you guys' business hours there, buddy?
5 p.m. till 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Awesome. So you guys are open.
Under normal conditions, but it's special circumstances.
Oh, so you guys aren't? You guys are closed now. Are you guys closed? Because that's even better. Just tell me yes.
We're taking calls.
So you're closed now? Is the lobby open? No. Okay, so they're not closed. You heard no, right? They're open? All right, I got it on camera. I got it on camera. I'm going to let the door close and let's see if it's unlocked. Because he knows the reason why he said no and we're taking calls is he knows they are not supposed to close these doors before their normal business hours, right? And after all the shit that these dudes just put me through, and he's acting like I'm harassing people or I'm the problem, and I'm like, dude, you have been nothing but an ass this entire time, and so have I. Yeah, see, look, he said they're not closed, but look, I'm pulling on the door handle. You guys see, it's not closed, it's not opening, and I'm pushing on it, and it's not opening. So they have locked the doors, and they have now closed the office. All right.
Okay, sir.
How's it going?
Good. Did you get what you needed?
Yeah, finally. I got my I don't know why they needed you guys to actually finally take the records request, but it is what it is. Can I get your name and badge number?
Yes, Officer Newman, badge number 18425.
Awesome. I got all you guys. I'm good.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Take care. Yep. Have a good day.